Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hey guys, Stephen I thought from I thought Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. This is the day's date. It's only a couple of days after Christmas. A wonderful time to remember Christmas, of course, and today's date is the 27th. And what are we gonna make today? Simple. Let's look into the future. New Year's resolution is probably one of those things that we can certainly look into. Now, a real New Year resolution simply is just a goal. You got a goal for the next 12 months, and whatever that you set at this time today, hopefully in the next 12 months, you can reach it without too much hassle. And more importantly, I think we're all going to need a bit of faith in ourselves, and the faith in the things that we dream of, desire, and would like to have in our hands. Of course, bank account is a good one. You know, if we look at a bank account, a good amount of a balance in the bank account helps a great deal. Now, I'm going to talk specifically about financial goals, for example. But before we do that, I'm going to reveal a little bit of secret to you. My name is Stephen I. Ford, and I'm a man who have, say, just before 2000, and actually started in 1996 when I accepted a divine hand in my life. And through that process, it allowed me to understand who am I, what I'm on this earth for and what's my beautiful mind can do. In doing so, I read a lot of books like the Holy Bible, of course, is the most amazing literature that's available to anybody. And after that, I started reading this book called Think Rich, Grow Rich. And from there on, I read one of the best book I can advise to for you guys to purchase. Also, it's called, a book from one of the greatest businessmen called Bill Gates, and the book is called Business at the Speed of Thought. And all these things combined, and before I go there, also read a little, quite a few books from one of the greatest motivator, Tony Robbins. Now, Tony Robbins also talk about this thing called money matters, and he's also got another huge book called The Giant Within. Now, the giant within, everybody's got one. I got a huge giant within me. And of course, that giant has led me into some possibilities, I think, is in life. And chasing goals has a profound effect on a human being. And through chasing gold, it has landed me in, some amazing places of life. Such, I'm going to reveal to you. Where are we? Let me find it. Let me bring it up for you. If you have a look here, there's an article right in front of us. And if you're wondering who this man they're referring to, you are talking to that man. Now, I don't do any of the things that's highlighted here, and I've sent away for 7 years. Total years behind bars is 10 years. I did 7, I'm out in August, and this is the 4th month since I'm out. But if you have a look here, the interesting thing is I'm more interested in what I was chasing. I was chasing this amount of what I believe it's still in existence today for me to claim. You know, that's disputable, but I don't care. I don't care. I am more interested in what I was chasing at the time that put me in line, in the firing line of these people here that put me in a bit of a, some people might call it a dilemma, some might call it a prison. I call it a holy place where you can meet divinity. And that's exactly what I mean. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details how I met the divine purpose, but when I came out of there, I was given what was called a floodgates of glory. You can imagine what floodgates of glory can be. Now, only God can give you that sort of understanding. I understand it because I was chasing something big. As you can see, something huge. That's quite a substantial amount of cash there. I haven't got it yet, but I believe, like some of the great finders or secret that's been revealed today, the universe hears you. God hears you. and it will bring it into your aid. If I had to do 7 years in prison just to achieve that, then I have done great well for myself and my family. What's a 7 year sacrifice to meeting your goals in life? And I was chasing that. I wasn't chasing anything scrupulous or anything wrong. It was actually a deal to, worth $500 million to build a luxury hotel in Australia. Unfortunately, it went the other way around, and perhaps I tend to look at this sort of thing like this. If I'm worthy to, own, a US 500 million bucks, am I worthy? If I had to be tested in a prison term, then I accept gracefully and humbly of the fact. Now, I'm not being smart. I'm just saying this is how I believe. My mind is beautiful. It can think. It can understand things. I'm no criminal. I still believe to this day I'm no criminal. I was duped, for example, by these people. And maybe I wasn't duped. I was meant to be in that place or time for a purpose. And of course, this purpose that I'm going to talk about greatly in this video. What is your purpose? I have found my purpose. And the more I look into and chase into my purpose, I'm absolutely amazed at what I'm exploring, what has been put before me. And we just finished celebrating Christmas and Christmas Eve. My dear wife and I literally went to a mass, Christmas Eve mass at the Holy Trinity Cathedral, a beautiful cathedral, and only you have to be in there to witness and feel the presence of the Almighty in such extreme luxury. And anyway, from there, celebrations continue. Here we go. Continue to where we are today. Christmas celebration. It's important to have some of the best people to support you in whatever you are chasing in your life. I have my loving family, of course, that supports me pretty well in what I do. Whether they like it or not, that's not the point. They don't like it. They dislike what their dad and their brother does. But I got to follow the dreams that I have been given. And the dream, of course, has been put before me in such a manner as this amount of cash. I'm not boasting. I'm just sharing with you what goals can do. I had landed me in a place that, most people would say it's a nasty place. But when I was in there, it was a place of pristine. It was a place where people can actually relax, think about things, pray, go to church, learn about who they are. And when they have learned that fact about themselves, it's amazing what they can find. I wasn't in prison. I was having a 7 good year holiday under her Australian government hands. And did you know, just figure this out. There's some talks about it. You can actually look it up. To hold a prison in an Australian prison, it costs around about $120,000 for one prisoner. Think about it. An average person who's working on a job only earns about $50,000 Australian. But to put a person behind bars, it costs them $120,000. There's something to be said about that sort of situation. Now, I was worth, say, $120,000 while I was in the prison system for 7 years. Now I have no qualm. The system is perfect. I have no qualm whatsoever. I was there for purpose. I learned what my purpose is, and I hope that some of the friends that I have met through the journey in these systems will remember me, because I wasn't there crying about the situation that I was in. I was there to actually help most of them, give them a bit of light of day where they can improve themselves. And I'm very proud of that fact that God has allowed me to enter those places, because that's how I believe in things. Everything has a purpose. And my purpose at that moment in time for 7 years, hey, is nothing. I'm out. I'm out to continue the journey of life. The journey of life is beautiful. It is absolutely magnificent. It's all to do with what you believe in. Look after it. Whatever's in your head, look after it, for God's sake. Because if you don't look after it, somebody else will get into your head, and they will start doing things to your head that you would not like. Okay? So it's important. Very, very important. All the ideas of any mankind comes from where? from our heads. All the inventions comes from somebody who has invented it, who has stopped and thought about it to do something about whatever that may be. So it's important. As we look forward to 2023, you have a goal. For Christ's sakes, you got to have a goal. And if you don't have a goal, you have something wrong. There is definitely something wrong. Okay? Now, it is very important. Again, I emphasize, you got to have a New Year resolution. It doesn't matter. Get a new car, get a new job, get a new boyfriend or girlfriend. It don't matter. Have one. You have just seen mine. It's all about finances. I love finances. I love money. I love to have a lot of money to do the things or buy the things we wish to buy, like buying a home, especially now this time we're preparing for our son's wedding around about April next year. I got to find a way to raise some funds that, to lift the budget up to be able to help our son enjoy the celebrations of his lifetime with his lovely, beautiful lady. Now, that's a goal that's easily be met by just simply you thinking about it. You don't cry about it. You think about it. You pray about it. You mesmerize about it. And there's a saying, the universe will hear you and bring you what you want. Isn't that beautiful? Now, when we cry up a lot like in that sort of effect, it's amazing what appears. Only because your goal is so strong enough, it can make an impact on the universe to say, oh, that person's really serious. You better give him what they want. And it does appear without fail. It always does. It always does. Take this for consideration. I use it all the time. I'm thinking of, say, going to a busy shopping mall. And I know that's pretty busy. And parking is going to be a bit of an issue. So before I leave home, I mesmerize exactly where I want that parking to be. And when I get there, it never fails. There will be a car park waiting for me right there. Why? I tell the universe, clear that car park for me, please. And it does, at my demand. Now, how good is it? You can actually demand exactly how much you want to earn in the future. And the problem is people that don't set that sort of amount of, say, money in the future for themselves because they think it is impossible. Nothing is impossible with Jesus Christ. Go read it. It's in the Holy Book. When you have that sort of mental understanding, you'd be surprised yourself. Nothing is impossible in life. The only impossibility is you are not forcing yourself to think it up. Think it up. The good things. Make sure it's a good thing. Because if you think of the bad things, yes, bad things can come. So be careful. Do not use this thing to think of bad things, but only utilize it to think of the good things that you can bring into this life. And mine, as I have shown you, I'm proud of my moment to be among some of the intelligent people in life. I call them intelligent because I tell you what, there's some talent hidden behind prison bars. Most of them, they start blaming society for why they're in prison. Some blame the police and the prison guards. What waste of energy, totally waste of energy. But the reality is, if you put that mindset into creating what you really, really want, you'll come out of, say, a prison term or prison farm and accelerate in your life. And this is probably mine. I'm only out 4 months ago. I'm still under parole. There are conditions set before me, but building a business online is none of those conditions. And I'm continuing to build my business. Now, I was building a business before I went into this divine calling, and it was worth, as I said, there we go. US 500 mil. I can't work for that sort of amount of money, but the universe wants to give me an opportunity to operate in that sort of vicinity of that sort of income. I'm actually aiming at earning my first billion. How? It's simple. You just got to believe it in your heart. Believe it in anything you do in life. That's mine. What is your goal is far more important to you. Don't worry about mine. I'm just teaching you how you can reach your goal. Goal setting. I'm chasing a goal. I'm not near there yet. But I'm not going to give up. I'm only 63, for Christ's sakes. I still want to have more children before I'm dead. There are a lot of goals. There are a lot of things we can do while we still have breath in us, my friends. So I hope this video will grasp or lift you up somehow. Do not hang around with negative people. Do not hang around with people who has no dreams, or they will kill your dreams. You have dreams. Remember that. You have dreams. You probably stray from life somewhere along the line because somebody said, shh, hey, mate, come and have a try of this drug. Stay away from drugs. You need your mind. You don't need your mind to be influenced too much by drugs. But they are legal drugs, of course. They can help your mind, speed it up a little bit. But don't rely on it too much because you still need your human mind. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, which is far more important. It's your goal. What are your goals? Set your goals, my friend. As you can see, I already shown you my goals. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually proud, and I have been called into a place called a prison in Melbourne, Australia, Victoria, and the wonderful people that I have met and left there, I pray for them every day. Why? God put me there for a reason, and I've seen the devastation their choices has made for themselves. Of course, some people say I made this choice to go on this escapade to chase after a goal. Yes, that's what I think goal setting is. I'm prepared to die for it, in a sense, to get my family the beauty they deserve also. See, I'm prepared to go through the extra mile. I haven't gone to do this bit here. I don't deal in that sort of rubbish. There's a lot of money in the world to be made equally and honestly. That's how God teaches it. And that's how I'm sharing with you. And all the wonderful things in life can come unto you. Here's another one. I'm going to share this with you just before I close this video. This particular app, it should be below down on my video here. And do me a huge favor, please. Do me a huge favor. Please subscribe to my video, because when you do, you're going to get a ping on your side or email saying Stephen has made another video. Would you like to have a look at it? That helps in that sort of respect. But it also helps me because I'm trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube video channel. And if you can do that for me, I love you. You're going to have a wonderful new year. Now, that's just another one. And of course, this website down the bottom here, it will have a link to it. Join it because Mr. Ford advised you to. Just do it. Now, at the same time, buy yourself some speed up the process. And as you can see, it's not going to break your bank. $10, $30, $300. But if you can put in 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, look at the amount of money you're going to get at 50,000. You put it in here every day, $3,500 for putting 50,000 in. This is the mining machine that's going to mine for you Litecoin. Okay, so take my advice. I'm collecting my own fair share. Hold on, let me give you a bit of an idea. It's not a lot of money because I just started this account about a month ago, I think. Exactly. Hold on, deposit history. No. Let me go through the process. Oh, here we go. I've already put in $50. That's my investment. $1 that the company starts with gives it you a free gift just to activate the machines. If you want this machine to really pump them some cash for you, do so by buying yourself some of these hash or fuel. It's not going to break your bank. Get into it. That's my present for you for Christmas 2022, which we're only a couple of days old. But more importantly, your goal. Set your goals. Set your goals and get out there and do what is necessary to bring you all these wonderful things as I've shown you here. Now, my goals has put me in a bit of a state, as you can see, but that's not stopping me from chasing my goal. It's a goal that I'm chasing, and I'm prepared to go through that extra mile to reach my goal. What is your goal is important. Don't have to chase mine. You have your own. Set your heart on it and go for it, because you can do it. As long as you got breath in you, you can do it. Just don't give up. Don't ever give up, and don't even listen to idiots who say, you can't do that. Give them the middle finger. Okay, give them, where's my middle finger? Give them the middle finger and move on. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from dream killers, and only hang out with people who are encouraging you to reach your ultimate dream. One day, we're going to end up in that box underground. You have all the time to rest while you're in there. But in the meantime, while you got breath in you, my friend, use it. Take a deep breath like me. Every day you wake up, you take a deep breath. And you know why? Fresh oxygen cleans the interior of your soul and your body. Suck it up, it's free. Oh my God. Hey, I love you guys. This is Stephen Alford from Alford Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. May the Christmas spirit be with you. And may also the wonderful new year greet you with all the wonderful things that it can have for you. You've already seen some of mine. I'm not ashamed of mine. I'm actually proud of it and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I love you. I love you from this point. This is Stephen I Ford from My Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. We love you. How does it go? There we go. We're getting. The practice gets better. We love you. God loves you. Happy New Year. Bye for now.